So, students in Serbia at philologies, especially linguistics, mostly have the perspective to get a job as teachers of language in elementary schools and secondary schools, including gymnasium, which is a sort of preparation for studies. That's about 1,500 schools, something like that. That is the employer. The employer is the state, the country. For this reason, it would be appropriate that pupils all over Serbia should learn to speak about their own country and other countries in the region. The history, geography, tourist possibilities, economy, etc., of their own country. This is in the interest of economy, international understanding, circulation of people and ideas and knowledge in Europe. This is in the interest of tourist industry. So the employer who gives the jobs to our students wants, I think, about 10%, maybe 15, 20% of the content in the books, textbooks, to be about such matters, not only about London, America, New York, etc., foreign countries, but look at this book from 1999, an edition, a famous book. Unit 7 says, Vuk and Kopitar. That's Vuk Karadžić and Jernej Kopitar, creation of modern Serb language. B, Ivo Andrić, Nobel Prize winner. C, Miloš Crnjanski's migrations, etc. So, similarly in the second, and look at this book, the famous book by Gordana Grba and Karin Radovanović for gymnasiums, English language for the 4th year of gymnasium. Now, for instance, let's look inside. Let's look inside. Page 50, Kalemegdan Park, Belgrade. So you can tell a foreigner where to go, what to see, what to expect. Oh, this is the hand of some pupil from about 10 years ago. This is what pupils do. By the way, this book has been used. This book. Right, on the next page, now this is one slow laptop, but it works. Well, a little patience. Yes, questions about this, composition, possible composition, etc. Another page, welcome to Belgrade. So it's not only Trafalgar Square. Yes, Trafalgar Square is somewhere in there. But one lesson in many ought to be this kind of lesson, helping us to promote our tourist industry, helping us to help a foreign tourist who is asking, where do I go? How do I get there? Etc., etc. Or, for instance, this lesson, Unit 9, Albert Einstein and his wife, his first wife, Mileva Marić, who was a Serb, and, well, he lived 2 years in Serbia in her house. I have been to that house. How many of you know exactly the address? In Novi Sad, Kisačka 20, Kisačka 20. I touched that building. Have you? How will you explain to a foreign tourist how to go to a house where Einstein lived for 2 years? So that's necessary, and that's employment too. Now, what we should avoid is controversial subjects. Things that could be problematic politically or in any other way. So, not, for instance, current politicians or any politicians or anything sort of negative, something that is not problematic, something that is acceptable to everybody. That kind of lessons, non-problematic lessons, but about this country and nearby countries. What happens is, in many schools in Serbia, perhaps most today, they learn from Oxford books, printed in England, Longman's, famous Longman's series of books. These foreign publishers have strong business sense. They are nimble and they are fast and strong in business, and they sell. But these books are more expensive generally, and they have not one word about our country. So perhaps we should, I don't know, ask those publishers for something like regional editions. Regional editions, it could be possible. For West Balkans, for instance, an edition which would be acceptable for pupils and interesting and positive for pupils in these countries. An edition, I don't know, for Scandinavian countries, etc. It would be reasonable. It would make sense. Well, so our students at the university should be prepared to talk about such matters, to deal with such subjects. There is a question of multidisciplinary classes. Multidisciplinary, I heard an interpretation like, for instance, 3 teachers in the same classroom at the same time, geography teacher, history teacher, and language teacher, and they present something together, etc. No, that's not a good idea. Multidisciplinary means that one teacher is in the classroom, and that's the language teacher, and the lesson should be about science, art, geography, this, that, future, past. In this book you also have science fiction, but also you have classical poetry, etc. That's multi, not multi as in special class with more than one teacher. No. That's not a good idea. So basically, this would lead towards more inclusion of heritage, local and regional, and this would tend towards a diversity, sort of diversity in language teaching, with perhaps books printed in England or published by English publishers, but maybe printed here, which is not at all difficult to arrange, that the publisher should be in London, but the printing shop right here, it can be done. Perhaps this diversity would be what our employer wants. So that's it. Thank you for your attention.
Okay.